everyone, and welcome to this guide showing you how to get 100% on Inkwater Marsh. Now what I have done is played through the entire game and have not collected anything, so everything you see on the map was only revealed because I was led there by the story. So if you have played through the entire story, you will just have to follow my path to get 100%. If you have not finished the game yet, you can still use this to find every collectible on Inkwater Marsh. Now you will need the abilities up to Burrow to get 100% here. And you get Burrow at the Windswept Wastes, which is near the end of the story. But you only need it for one part of the map. Otherwise, you just need the Bash, Grapple, and Underwater Dash abilities to get 100% here. You also need Spirit Smash, so go buy that right now if you don't have it yet. And before I have anyone saying you can break walls with Spike 2, just hold on a second. There is one wall that is only breakable with Spirit Smash, so you cannot use Spike for it. There are 5 Spirit Shards in Inkwater Marsh, which are Resilience, Life Pact, Reckless, Magnet, and Sticky. Now let's get on with Inkwater Marsh. Alright, so I'm showing you my map right now so you know where I'm starting. This is right next to the entrance to Qualock's Hollow, and this is the best path to take through Inkwater Marsh with minimum backtracking. So just follow the same path I do to get your collectibles, and you'll be all set. So the first collectible we are going to get is going to be down here. Make sure you have Spirit Arc selected so you can get down here. And it's just an energy cell fragment. Now, while I do have a bunch of other abilities unlocked in this game, I'm only going to use the ones I need to for your convenience, because not everyone has finished the game that wants to try and get 100% here. So make sure you float down here because there's a spirit light there. You can also use the pole to get that spirit light if you missed it on your glide down. Now this part here is a little tricky because you have to bash it perfectly to get up here. It might take you a few tries to do it, but you can do it, trust me. And then you want to go all the way up as close to the swords as you can to make that jump. And then we have to shoot this here. And we bash again to get to the spirit light over here. Now be careful in this next area, there are 2 enemies waiting for us, so that's why I stopped on the edge there. And these acidic spiders are so annoying. I wish they just put the normal spiders here. There's another one up here, so you have to move fast, and looks like he bugged out, he only shot one thing of acid at me, so makes my job easier to get past him. There's our second energy cell. Now we're going to the left, and we just need to smash this, go straight down. Now go in the water here just in case for map coverage, because sometimes if you don't go into the specific area, it does not count that as discovered, even though it is uncovered on your map. Because unfortunately that is still a buggy thing in Ori and the Will of the Wisps, is that the map will think a part of the map is uncovered when it actually is. And so it won't count it as 100. So just to be safe, be extra thorough with all the areas you go through. So here I'm going to go over here just in case to make sure I have that covered on my map. Now we're just going to drop all the way down. Now we no longer need to be up here. Quickly just break this log. Now warning, do not just drop down here, because one time I just dropped straight down there, and because I dropped down so fast, it actually did not uncover that part of the map for me. So take it slow and just do what I did to make sure you have every part of the map uncovered there. See, I'm double checking to make sure it's all uncovered, and I highly recommend you check your map regularly throughout your run through, because if even one tiny spot is left darkened, you won't get your 100%. And I recommend going in the water there, because even though you don't have to go in the water to reach that object, you still want to do it for map coverage. Alright, now follow me. We will get back to that other collectible there, but we need to get this one first for minimum backtracking. Jumping down there again to make sure I get full map coverage. And then now we can break this bridge, go down here and get the life essence, or life cell fragment. Now we just have to make our way back up. And here is the first combat shrine.
You do need to complete this combat shrine in order to get 100%. So let's do it. Originally, you did not have to complete the combat shrine to get 100%, but now you do. So that's why when I'm cutting back now to my map clear footage, you see the combat shrine is not completed. But I couldn't do this run over again because I already did the run for this video. So I just have to edit this video and put that you have to do the combat shrine.
Now before I break that wall, I'm actually going to go up here. And this is actually where the spirit trial is.
Alright, so they actually recently changed this where you do need to do the spirit trial now in order to get 100% in a map. So make sure to activate the pedestal. And continue on the path that I'm going in this video because it will take us to where you start the spirit trial.
So this is another area where you have to be very thorough in your coverage. That's why I'm going this weird route. If you're not thorough with this area, then you will not get your 100%. And I just fell down by mistake there. You do not need to fall down. Just make sure you get everything. I like to also go over here just to double check the map knows that those two areas connect with each other. Now I'm checking my map here because I want to make sure there's no dark spots in that area I just circled with my cursor. If there's any dark spots in that area, go through again. Don't leave the area until you check your map, because that is a problematic area for map coverage.
Alright, so here if you go down and to the left, you can activate the spirit trial. And now that you're over here, let's do the spirit trial together. It'll be fast and easy. Now back to the original video.
Right, so get this spirit light, and then we just go immediately down here. Break this. And again, checking the water, making sure I get full map coverage here. And here we have our first spirit shard. That was resilience. Then over here is some bulwark ore. You do not need the underwater dash ability to get it. And then we just make our way back to where we came. And we go this way, and we bash upwards to get the next energy cell. And then we get some spirit light just over here. You can actually see it glowing through. Now, we're not going to go all the way down, so follow me. I'm just going back through to the map area to double check I have it all uncovered on my map. And then I'm also going to go down here real quick. But don't go all the way down, because I'm not going to go down this corridor. I'm just double checking this area to make sure I have full map coverage on it. So check your map again, make sure that area is fully uncovered. I know you go through that in like the first part of the story, but I did have it happen to me one time where I was at 99% and then I went to that area and it suddenly turned into 100%. So I just double checked that area very thoroughly to make sure my map knows I got it covered. Now we're going to grapple up here for our life cell. You just can come straight back down here. We're going to the left. Now you don't need underwater dash, but it is very helpful for this next part because you can go way faster. Be careful when you're going through that area because it's possible that if you go through it too fast, then it will count some parts of that corridor as uncovered. And again, just go through the water here, make sure you have everything discovered. So I'm going to take the long way around just to make sure, again, I have full map coverage. For some reason, this boulder likes to make weird noises. Not sure why that is, but we got our next life cell fragment. Now we're not going into the water yet. First we want to go up here, because there is some important stuff here. Make sure to thoroughly check the water again, and this area on the left. And then now, since we got that all uncovered, we're going to take the way up. Which can be a little tricky here. Gotta get your timing perfectly. Then here's our next spirit light. Now over here is the border into the Luma pools. So you see how my map says Luma pools? That means we do not need to go any further there. And then I check my map here, we're in Inkwater Marsh. So that's the border. You do not need to go over there. So now we're going to make our way back into the Inkwater Marsh. And now we're going to go in the water. Now this is where you need the Burrow ability, alright? Now be very thorough in this area as well to get your full map coverage, because even though the map shows it as all discovered, sometimes it will not consider it all discovered. So just make sure you go through this entire area here. And I'm just going to use this to bash back up. And then I'm going to double check this area up here to make sure. This is another problematic area at times, so make sure that's all uncovered for you. So now we can continue down. And then check this sand area too, because you want that just in case. And now we have to go through a kind of gauntlet here of enemies to unlock our next collectible. So I'll probably speed up this fight for you guys. You do have to be careful with your spirit smashes there, because if the enemies do get thrown down there, you have to go down there and kill them. They won't just die. I was hoping he would fall on the thorns, but oh well. And now the door over here will open. So now we can go ahead and get this collectible, which is a spirit shard. Now slowly make your way down, because you want to make sure you uncover all parts of the map. That's why I'm maybe taking a weird route to you, but I assure you I'm going slow on purpose to make sure I have all of my map uncovered. So this is a bashing area, and we will need the water dash at the end of this drop. Make sure you uncover the area here as well. And then drop down real slow. Do not drop down super fast, or you might not uncover the area. I just went over there to double check I have everything uncovered. And here you will need the water dash ability to get through, because those doors close way too fast. And you also needed to get up. Now when you get to this next area, the bird's going to talk to you and tell you about this quest. You don't need to do this quest, just skip through it. But you will need to ring the bells in this specific order. So watch this order I ring them in and do it exactly like I do. And that will unlock an important part of Inkwater Marsh, because you cannot explore that area until you ring those bells. Now over here there is actually a new ability for Ori, and it's kind of like a hidden ability. So I'm going to go ahead and absorb that to get it. And now we do have to ring the bells again, so don't go up the corridor just yet. We're doing a different order this time, because we might as well unlock Midnight Burrows while we're here. Now you do not have to jump down there straight away, guys. Just float down to the first bash point and then go bash back upwards out of the hole, because you do not need to go down there. That's Midnight Burrows. I'll show you on the map here. See, we have Inkwater Marsh and then Midnight Burrows. So that's another border into a different map. Now we can make our way back the way we came. I'll just speed that up quickly. Alright, so now we're back up where we're supposed to be. And we want to double jump here to get that Golurk ore. Now if you played through this story already, you do not need to go up there to get your 100%. You just need to continue and get this spirit light. Because you already explored that area during the story, you don't need to again. Then we're gonna drop down to this piece of wood here, kill this real quick. We got our next spirit light. Now we have to open this door with a lever, so let me show you where it is. You basically just bash over here. You see the grapple point, we're gonna grapple, then we're gonna bash, and bam, we're at the lever, let's pull it, and now we can get that cell. So continue on to the right here, and just keep going straight, then we go back, because there is a spirit shard here. Now I know there's a drop down there, but we want to keep going to the right, because there is an area of the map over here we need to explore. Now this next part can be tricky. Basically what you want to do is drop off and dash as soon as you drop off the piece of wood. And then you have to double jump to get to the next piece of wood. Now you can use your little fireball ability to get up there too if you have it. You can just throw the fireball straight up and then bash off it if you don't want to do the whole dash, jump, dash, jump. Now we can go back to the left here and we will go down. Our journey is almost complete. Now we're going to go straight to the right here, guys, and you will need Spirit Smash to break this. Or Spike. Spike will break those walls as well. And then we're going to just go straight to the left, and then we're going to drop down when I get over that pillar. Again, making sure I double check areas for map coverage. Then we break this wall here. We have an entire new area. Make sure you get all the water areas uncovered there. Then I'm going to bash this area again for map coverage. That's the only reason I went over there. Now you need to Spirit Smash that, but in a special way. You have to hold down the down direction and then click the attack. So Ori does kind of a downward smash to break those bones. And that is the one I was talking about where Spike will not break that. Only Spirit Smash will break that. Now we're going to go straight this way because there is another Spirit Shard here. Here we go. Got the Magnet Spirit Shard. Now we can continue back and then go down further into the depths of Inkwater Marsh. The next collectible we're getting here is some Spirit Light at the very end. Then we go back down. You want to go this way because there's a breakable bridge here, and then there's another combat shrine over here.
And remember, you do have to complete the challenge shrine to get 100%. So I'm gonna do it real quick with you guys. Now once again back to the original video to finish up the rest of the Inkwater Marsh map.
Again, make sure you check the entire area when you go through. Now we want to go up here because it makes it easier to get the spirit light that we are after. Which is right there. Now for the final collectible, it's our last spirit shard here. Now, when you look at your map, it might say 99% like mine. Don't worry about this. It is perfectly normal to have it say 99% after going through the route I just showed you. The path I took you through allowed you to get every single collectible on the map. So the only reason it says 99% here is because Inkwater Marsh is a bugged map. Yeah, it's sad to say, but in Ori and the Will of the Wisps, they still have buggy maps. So even though you thoroughly checked every area and got all the collectibles, it will say 99% every time. I went through Inkwater Marsh 15 times trying to find the perfect path to 100%, and I adjusted my path every time to make sure to double check areas that made me not get 100%, and that is why my pathing may have seemed a little weird to you in the video, because I wanted to make sure to get all those areas. But every time it was a different part of the map that stopped me from getting 100%. So this is a bug. Not sure why it happens this way, but I will give you some tips on how to find that pesky area in the map that is keeping you from 100%. I'm going to cut through a different run through of when I was stuck at 99% right now. So basically to get the 100% here, I went back to the area where Ori gets the torch for the first time. I went through that area, it was still 99%. Then I went upwards towards the map vendor, and then all of a sudden, it's 100%. Even though I already had that part of the map uncovered, it said 99% for some reason, and then I went through it again, and now it says 100. So that just shows how this map is very buggy. Now, back to the run-through I just showed you. The next area that can be very problematic for some reason is the area you burrow into. This is the next problem area, so that's why I immediately decided to head for this area second. And I'm just gonna jump through it again, check my map. Nope, still 99%. Check this area again. And this is what you want to do, just keep checking your map in the area you think might be a problem. Nope, still 99%, so I thoroughly checked that area. Now we're gonna go down. And what? 100%? You saw the first time I went through this area, I was very thorough. I even burrowed in the sand that I'm currently in. But now it decides to go to 100%. Obviously, that's a bug. To have an area you already searched not count towards the map completion until you go through it a second time. So, Inkwater Marsh, just a buggy map. Now, if that area is not your problem area. I also recommend checking back here again that I was telling you about, where you have to go through very thoroughly. And if that area doesn't help you, another area you can go to is any big falls, because if Ori drops through any areas too quickly, sometimes the map does not consider it discovered, even though you can see it on your map. It's kind of weird, but that's a bug for you. This is just a tough thing to deal with, because for everyone, their place that is stopping them from getting 100% will be different. Now, if you discovered which area prevented you from getting 100% map completion, comment where it was below to help out other people who may be stuck on this. And at least you got all the collectibles in the map if you watched this video, which is a good thing, and you can come back to Inkwater Marsh later to try and find that 1% and move on with the other areas of the map. So I hope this video helped you out. I hope my tips for helping you get through that bug on Inkwater Marsh are helpful. And please leave a like, because I did work hard making this video as informative as possible to help you out. I did run through this map 15 times. And I will have a full playlist 100%ing every single map in Ori and the Will of the Wisps. So make sure to subscribe so you can be updated on when those are uploaded. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.